Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk about honor this week. And what do I mean by honor? Well, I mean honoring our minds, honoring our body, and honoring ourselves. And just what we need, what we want, what we desire. And maybe you're just starting the journey of medicine of the soul, of figuring out who you are, what you want, those kinds of things. And why this is so important is because if we can't honor our needs, if we can't honor our desires, and we can't honor who we are, those are moments, and I say moments because I'll explain later. They're moments that we break the trust with ourselves. And why do we need trust within ourselves? Well, we need trust because every single time that we come up against something that we weren't expecting or that we just need to be held, we have to know how to hold ourselves through it because we are worthy of that. We are worthy of understanding our power. We're worthy of that. We're worthy of knowing we have ourselves. And that's where self-trust comes in, because trusting ourselves is the most powerful thing in this world, because nobody can take that away from you. Nobody, nothing, and no place can take that away from you. So how do I start to honor myself, or what do I do? Well, I like to ask myself, what do I need right now? And I just wait. I wait for whatever that answer is, and sometimes it's I need water. Sometimes I need to cry. Sometimes I am angry and I need to punch something. Or sometimes it's I need sunshine. And instead of making myself feel bad for those things, I just do them. And that is something that cultivates self-trust. Now, how do we honor ourselves when we're in a group, or maybe we realize that some behaviors or actions or thoughts that we've had, beliefs that we've had up to now, really don't align with who we really are anymore? How do we honor that? How do we honor ourselves in changing that? Well, it's going to be tough at first because habits don't just go away overnight. It's something that you have to work at. But for instance, if you want to be healthy and you know that you probably shouldn't be eating pizza and that you probably shouldn't be eating a lot of sugar, are you honoring yourself in eating those things? And I'm not saying that you can't have those things. Of course you can. But are you breaking your self-trust by eating those things? I know what the answer is for me, but I'm not going to tell you what that is. You have to figure that out. Or let's say you have these big emotions and maybe you just don't know where they come from. You don't need to know where they come from. But have you had that moment where it might not be the best time to cry? And so you try to hold it in. You try to just like hold it in your chest. And you realize you feel tense, right? Well, that's a moment that you are breaking the trust with yourself. Instead of just letting it flow, even if it's an inopportune time, even if maybe the people around you are uncomfortable, letting yourself feel it, I promise you, is developing trust with yourself. Because then you're not searching for things outside of you, people outside of you, or places outside of you to fill that void. To fill the void. Now, we're human. I know that. We want connection. We want love. We want to share our thoughts, our feelings, and our hearts with others. I know that. Trust me, I want that too. I experienced that too. But at the same time, can I say that those things, those people, those places around me are authentic to who I am if I don't even know who I am? Am I honoring myself if I go to that place that I didn't want to go to begin with and do that thing that I didn't want to do to begin with? Is that honoring me and who I am? No. But what if I show up to that place because I actually wanted to do it? What if I show up and do the things that I actually want to do and meet the people that I actually want to meet and feel aligned while doing it? Well, that's honoring myself, and that is developing and unraveling at the same time. It's developing self-trust and honoring who I am, while at the same time unraveling the person that I've been up to now, with the shadows, the wounds, the, for lack of a better word, trauma, if you have trauma. It's unraveling that and not making it a part of the story anymore, a part of the attachment anymore. So every time you honor yourself, that's another moment that you're bringing in the people, the places, and the things that are showing up and loving you and being there for you, to who you really are, to your authentic self. They're there for you because you know who you are. And even if you're just starting the journey, even if maybe you're only on your second day, just that small little move of listening to what it is you actually need, that's a step. And I promise you, the things, the people, and the places around you will support you in becoming authentic and being authentic. And if they don't, then they're not meant to be there with you. And yeah, that might feel weird. You might have really big attachments to those people, places, and things. But are you willing to sacrifice your self-trust to who you really are for those other people, places, and things? Because if you can actually stand alone and love yourself through that, and not be alone as in, I don't have myself, I need to go find something else. But if you can really stand alone and love yourself through that, and really feel how powerful you are in that, then you know the things around you, the people around you, and the places around you are connecting with you because you know who you are. And who you are is going to change, and that's the most beautiful thing. The more that you dig deeper into who you are, the more that you let fall away what was never you, the more that you allow people, places, and things to come into your life that love who you really are, that want to be around who you really are, that see the magic that is you, because you are magic. There's only one of you. There's only one of you who thinks like you, who feels like you, and who is you. And that's magic. And that's who I would want to connect with. Because if you're authentically you, you're not searching outside of yourself for anything. Not for validation, not for love, and not for what'll make you feel good for just a minute. There's power in that. That is unconditional love. Because it's hard to love yourself unconditionally, to see where it is you need to do work, where it is you don't want to face those things, those shadows that I like to call them, to feel those emotions, to feel sad, or maybe mad, or maybe like you might not make it out. But let me tell you, for everything you've been through, you're gonna make it out because you're not alone. I'm right there with you, holding your hand through it, letting you know that you're gonna be okay because I'm okay. And so honor yourself this week, okay? Just take one moment, even if you mess up, it's okay. Just take the moment and honor yourself. Whatever it is you need, call that friend, call your parents, play with your dog. I don't know, maybe you have a lizard. I don't know. Take that class. Do that thing that you've always wanted to do. Show up. And if it doesn't work out, discern. Discern whether it's for you or not. And if it's not, walk away. It's easy as that. You don't have to stay in anything you don't want to stay in. You are sovereign. So it's time to take your life into your own hands and honor who you really are. And I'll see you next week.